Hello, colleagues. I hope it's been a really constructive and informative exchange for these past 3 days. I have to thank everybody for their enthusiasm, their dedication, willingness to share views, in addition to exchanging lessons and good practices. It's an important forum for discussion and debate, and I appreciate the spirit in which that's being undertaken and for your engagement in discussion and debate. So thank you. I want to immediately thank the Swiss government, and I hope Ambassador Tony is here. Is he? Yes, I hope so. I want to thank Ambassador Tony and the Swiss government. They've supported this conference with an incredible amount of labor-intensive and work and love for the project. And that's why we have this venue. That's how some 600-700 of us have been hosted these 3 days and feted at the cocktail last night. 2 nights ago. And I'm also very happy to say that they've succeeded in securing the venue for next year as well. So you can mark your calendars and prepare your inputs and insights for 22 to 24 April 2026, when we will meet again to continue the discussions. So it goes without much saying that these are challenging times, but having spent a lot of time with many of you these past 3 days, I feel very strongly that this is a group of people not at all averse to complexity. You work in complex environments all the time. You work with instability and insecurity all the time. So I'm sure that given the certainty of our purpose and our goals, we will retain our focus on all the very positive outcomes that our work is having for people around the world living with the explosive ordnance contamination threat. I hear in the hallways and in the side events and in the plenaries a recommitment to redouble our efforts to advance human security, to ensure the full enjoyment of human rights for people living under the threat of explosive ordnance. So I am reassured by your commitment. I hope you are too. And as far as the meeting goes and the way it's put together and implemented, please take the survey. I think on the screen you'll see a code, and sure we'll make available to you a code. We always want to have your feedback. Please take the survey. I cannot close without thanking my team, the team from the Geneva Center who put this together. You know, it gets better and better every year. They are approaching the enormity of the task of putting this together with incredible enthusiasm. They are proud of how it's been going. I'm proud of them. And they are Maria and Christelle, Daniela and Aaron, Lauren, James, Shodai and Dilip. Incredible work that you do. This is my team over there in the corner. And yeah. And they don't do it alone. They do it with an amazing Geneva International Center for Humanitarian Demining team. And so I'm going to hand over to my co-organizer, my co-host, my friend Tobias Privitelli. It's a pleasure to work with you, Tobias. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your leadership. Thanks to you to please convey to everyone on your team, and let me give you the last word.
Thank you very much, Ilene. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it was a fantastic experience. I'm impressed by this first NDM that I joined. I was impressed by the gravity of our mission and the strength of our collective resolve. In our opening remarks, Ilene and I pointed to the big challenges that we're having, for instance, when it comes to funding, but also the growing needs, the fact that we still have so many ongoing conflicts, and raising a growing number of victims. We also spoke about the unprecedented challenges to the IHL framework that we see in our sector, namely the Ottawa and Oslo Conventions. Besides these challenges, we see, of course, a lot of very specific challenges in countries. But despite all that, I also think we have a great energy in our sector, and that gives me a lot of hope. It is your energy, your commitment, and your daily work that gives me this great hope. We spoke about difficult situations, about explosive ordnance removal from rubble in contexts like Gaza, Iraq, Lebanon. We met a lot of delegations also from the most affected countries, namely Ukraine, Syria, Iraq, the DRC, and many others. And we spoke about the links between ecology and mine action, returns of refugees and mine action, the system development, the standards. Also, the casualty recording has been discussed this afternoon. I'm impressed by the level of conversations we had, and I would like to give you two numbers. We had more than 30 side events this year, and we had 658 badges handed out. That means at least 658 people in the room. Let me conclude by thanking Director Ilene Cohn and the entire UNMAS team for this excellent cooperation. I would also like to mention a few people who do very important work here and who sometimes remain a bit invisible. In particular, all the members of the interagency coordination group over here have been mentioned. Also, someone like Jan Mansfield, the secretary of the Mine Action Support Group, who is leading this task since many years with great competence. He's up here. Thanks a lot to you. And then, of course, the Swiss government for funding this event and for making this possible. I would also like to mention a few key partners of the GICHD team, namely the conference team. That's Suzanne, Letizia, and Tamara right in front here. Thanks a lot. I would like to mention in particular communication team, planned all the visuals here. It's Laura, Stephanie, Hannah, and Ines over here. Thanks for your creativity and commitment. I'm thanking also all our panelists, all the experts who were speaking, my assistant Camilla, who is somewhere over there. Thanks a lot. And I would like to highlight one person who is our NDM coordinator and the UNMAS secretary. And I would like to disclose a confidential information. Today, it's the birthday of our dear colleague, Sasha Logi. Congratulations and thank you. Thanks a lot for all your contribution. I think it's important that we gather regularly. It gives us new hope and new energy. All the best to you. Thank you.